All right. Next up here at 7, and I feel like, I don't know, maybe you guys disagree. I feel like this is a big tier break for me. Like, this is where we get into the higher expectation players. Maybe I'm a little premature on that, but the fact that this player comes in at 7 just makes me that much happier about our prospect pool. Number 7 is Hunter Haight, not to be confused with his twin brother, Riley Height. And this guy is, again, we're going to continue to just humbly plug Fellowship of the Rank. This dude came and talked to us, and he just knew he was better than us the entire time we talked. He wasn't arrogant. He wasn't a dick, but the whole time, just fuck, that you're just so much better than us in every way. Wow. And I love his vibe, but this is a guy that you can see as we get further up this, obviously my rankings are going to be somewhat in line with Z because I listen to this lunatic talk at least 90 minutes a week about prospects. So I might just give it to you right away, Z. Being the highest on Hunter Haight, what can you say about this guy?
Yeah, I mean, I love the fact that Saginaw this year loaded up to make a run for the Mem Cup, which put him down the pecking order. He wasn't playing center. They moved him over to the wing. And when he was scoring, obviously one of their better players. When he was not scoring, still one of their best players. Again, we talked earlier about Ryder Ritchie, the dual threat offensively. He is a dynamic playmaker. And this year, he took a big step in terms of just his shot, especially just the velocity. Before, one of the knocks was he knows when to shoot, but it's not the most powerful shot in the world. But this year, he took that to another level. Another guy that in transition is you can't take the puck away from him. But the two-way ability that he took this year, or the step that he took for his two-way game, was he looks like a different player. And he's clearly matured since they drafted him, in terms of his all-around game. I just think at this point now, especially offensively, you can throw him over the boards in any situation where it's power play or if you're just chasing at 5v5. And he took a big step defensively as well this year. So he is so fun to watch. The hands are just, again, we saw what he did after they drafted that first dev camp. Was comical. He was every time that he touched the puck, he was making an absurd play. So with more confidence and just being told hey, this is your role, go take it. I think the sky's the limit. This kid easily top 6 upside, and the fact that he is able to play pretty much every position, left, right wing, center, bodes quite well. I do think at the next level, at the NHL level, he's going to be a wing. But again, the fact that he's proven to be that versatile for this long, I think he's just a phenomenal player. So big fan of Hunter Haight.
Bro, with both him and Sop coming into Iowa next year, even though they're going to be first-year pros, it's going to be such a huge boost to this team offensively. And you said everything there as far as this year, him taking a step forward on the two-way side. I mean, I'm such a huge fan of Hunter Haight. He's so good.
Yeah, he's a fun player to watch. I love his elite puck skills. He had maybe the goal of the year in the OHL this year. Just an incredible player. I felt like he was highlighted on that prospect thing the Wild did too for part of it. I feel like for good reason. I feel like they're high on him too. He's just made big strides this year. Just a fun player to watch. I'm excited to see what he does in Iowa.
I mean, I think it's always good when you have a player that's sticking out in dev camp, right? Because you're looking kind of at all the prospects at the same time. And it's pretty cool when you can stand out and not just do it one year, but do it back-to-back years where, you talk to people and, who stood out in dev camp. It was Hunter Haight again. And, getting moved to a better team last year over to Saginaw, I think really helped. We saw kind of the points jump. He's around a point per game again this year on obviously a really good team. I think he's a guy that, I think down the road at some point will project into the top 9 as kind of a scoring type forward. Just insane puck skills and maybe kind of a creativity level that we don't see a ton of right now. So again, kind of bringing in an element that's unique to the prospect pool.
I do like the fact that like as the opposition level rises, his play rises as well.
Mhm.
Like last year in the preseason, like he looked like he just fit in. And I was like, didn't really see that coming, I guess, at all. But maybe I was confusing him with his twin. No, I wasn't. But I think as the level of play rises, so does his play. So I think that bodes quite well for him as well. I big fan of fucking Hunter Haight. I love this kid.